Hello, welcome. So yesterday, I did the next part of the Blender overview, and I would say the most important thing that I learned is what I think is Control Shift. Yes, Control right click to extrude the cursor as like a quick little shortcut. And then another one that's very important is if you double tap G, that does the thing I mentioned earlier in an earlier video. That is edge slide, which is very useful. So I'll try and use that more often. But today I think I'll just, what am I going to do? What was it? I'm going to model a bottle. Not that far. So we're just going to add a subdivision surface. Oh, actually, that might work out okay. If I inset that face and then extrude it, does it look proper? Indeed it does. Right? How are we going to do this? I think what we'll do is we'll start, this will be let's go back there. Let's go, this first of all, this is way too big. So let's scale this down quite a bit. Then work on, let's see, proportions first. Let's see, we want the top of the bottle to go about here. Probably about there. Bottom bottle can go do that. And then this is where we'll start. So let's inset this face, and then we're going to extrude it down so our bottle is kind of open. Then let's see here. How do we add new topology here? So I know if we inset the face, that'll do something. But we want to make like the little bottle legs. Let's come back to that. Let's go Alt here. Then we'll extrude. Should be still empty. Yes. I'm going to scale this down. Bring this up. Extrude again. Yeah, extrude again. Scale that down. Wheel. This is not the bottle I was thinking of, but I actually I'll take it. And then we're gonna extrude again. Scale that out. Actually, what does that look like? That looks okay, but then we need to add a loop cut here. Ooh, it's lagging. And a loop cut here. So then we can here, Alt click there. Actually, let's add another loop cut. Scale this out a bit. Add the next loop cut there, like that. Let's add the solidify modifier, which would make that a little bit thicker. No, let's not do that. Because I just want to make those faces thicker. But hey, this is a pretty, like, you know, standard glass bottle. And the bottom, normally the bottom would be like kind of rounded like that. but we don't want that. We want the little legs. Let's see if we can figure out how to do that in the time. Otherwise, hey, we have a little model already made. Actually, let's adjust this. Go down. Should I bring that down? Scale this up and bring that down. Should we make this smaller? Like that? Actually, let's make it shorter. So let's wireframe. It's like we're not getting everything. Not even. Let's move this down quite a bit. Why does this look so funky? I don't know. What if I calculate the normals? That didn't do much. Let's see, where did I go wrong? Well, I noticed something odd. I think there's something to do with my extrude down to the inside that made it funky. So I have to keep that in mind. I'm not quite sure what I did there. Should we just do a knife? Why is this not see-through? Oh, because I have a giant plate there. We'll just knife it. So let's take this, go out there, take our knife tool, just gonna this is not the best way to do this, I'm sure. But yet here we are. What was that? Yeah, no. I'm not quite sure how to do that. And we're almost out of time, but what if we add another loop cut there just to make that just to make that edge a little bit more defined. Right click, shade smooth. Look at that. That's quite the bottle, I must say. Better than, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, just using that edge slide tool, knowing that this is Z shortcut is pretty handy, and then Control R. I think so far I'm learning it's going to be just knowing what each thing does, and then shortcuts, and then it's just like practice of like how to do it. All right, bye.